All right, shalom, shalom. It's your brother Zachariah come back to you with another one, okay? And before I get started, I want to give all honor, all glory, and all praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders of the nation of Israel. Shalom to you brothers out there that are laboring, enduring the elements, making your body a living sacrifice, trying to seal the elect, making your call election assured, seeking out your own salvation, as well as your sisters that are learning, listening, applying, being obedient to your husbands. Shalom, shalom. Again, it's the brother Zachariah come back to you with another lesson, a late night one, okay? But Lord willing to be edifying, all right? So this is not a rebuke or a get back on this brother, but you know, because the brother it could be sincere. I don't know. You gotta try their spirit, you know, in all situations. All right, but you know, like I've been doing this art and I've been bringing it out how brothers from time to time, you got sincere brothers that'll point out something like, hey man, that's going off, hey, you know, what's going on, you know, and bring it to my attention. And I'm very humble and will take that, you know, if it's a rebuke, you know, I'll take it because rebuke is good, okay, which we're going to get into that in this lesson. And I've brought this out in previous lessons, but you do have certain individuals that they follow your page, and only thing they do, they don't like any of your posts, they just sit back and watch, you know. And then as soon as you do something that in their eyes is going off or something, not really examining the whole matter, they just see something and then they just jump out. And they don't go to your message. They don't go to the message inbox. They go, they put it out there on your post so everybody can see it, okay? So without further ado, all right, I want to show the post real quick. All right, this is the post. And basically, I was just, you know, a little art, like a Disney type of art. That's what I was going for. And that's the reason why I put the symbol there. Because if you don't know, the Disney symbol is a wicked symbol, all right? It has, you know, we grew up with Disney. We knew it to be known for what? The cartoons and all that. You know, I grew up, I'm an 80s baby, so I grew up with the real old ones, okay? The originals, you know, they've been remakes and all that. I grew up with the originals, you know, I was, like I said, an 80s baby. And, you know, we had the Disney movies, VHS, all right, VCR, which most people coming up, the young folk today, they don't know nothing about that VCR, you know, and VHS, okay, the cassettes, all right. But anyways, I put it in there with the Pixar because basically what I was showing is like, okay, you know, we're not, you know, the Disney movies and all that, you know, we're gonna have, you know, like, you know, I just want to show like, you know, what it would be like having a Disney movie called Yasharala, okay, showing us, you know, in the Disney form. That's what I did with this art. So that's what basically, that's the only reason why I put it in there. But I want y'all to know that that is a wicked symbol, okay? All right, so you know, some you know, some of us might have still have those VHS tapes, or you got the DVDs or whatever, and the symbol, that symbol is on there, man, okay? But you got some Israelites that are overly righteous, which we're gonna get into that. But this guy, Yeramia Chazak, okay, which I'm gonna go to his page real quick. Hold on, we'll go to his page real quick. And he used one of my arts because he's into the music, which I didn't see a YouTube link, so I was kind of like, you know, because one of the things I learned from the men of Great Millstone is like when somebody comes up on your page and say something, you know, we listen, we look, we listen, we might even reply, but best believe we're going to go to your page. We're going to look at your content and see what are you doing. Now on this platform, you're not pushing truth at all. You know, now you might push it in your stories or something. I don't know. I don't follow this guy, but he follows my page. But this is all that's on there. It's just a bunch of, you know, the same artwork cover. This is it. You know, it's not really no truth. It's just you're promoting your music. All right. Now it could be, I guess, the truth music. But if he follows Great Millstone, you know, they push the whole vibration of we're not into this making this truth music stuff. You know, we just do the work, teach. You know, which I believe he is teaching because like I said, you know, you saw all those links too, but he does have a YouTube. So I went to it. All right. And look, all right. So he's on here and, you know, he posted, he put a lesson 6 hours ago. Okay. So he's doing the work, you know, and look, he got a video. He goes out on the highways. He does lessons in his car. Okay, so he's doing the work. He's making his call and election sure. Okay, look, he used some of that's one of the images right there, the one that says exhortation to the brotherhood. You know, he used one of the images on my page. Okay, so that's, you know, that's what's up. But he wanted to bring that to my attention, and I'm grateful for that. I told him, but look, he does the music and stuff. All right, but he used this one right here because I did the King David, so he used it to promote. I guess he said his album cover, and use it for an album cover. All right, and I told him, hey, that's fine. You more welcome to get it. You know, so okay. But he commented on my post and said Disney has 666 in it. Can't slide with this one. Haha. You know, so I wasn't really doing that. You know, it wasn't no sliding or, oh well, oh, I'm just gonna try to let that slide. You know, like haha, you can't let that slide. We're gonna bring it to your attention. All right. So and then because I actually put that on the art, okay, for a reason, because of the message that I was coming across with it, not what you see. All right. You know, that's why it's good to examine the matter. But I also commented and said, so does the Google app on your phone. And I put the eyes, I said, but appreciate that catch. Okay. So then he responds and says, I use Firefox. And he laughs. He says, but point taken. He flexing and put the sword on there. So, and I said, I didn't suggest you use it. Okay. Because see, he says, I use Firefox. I didn't ask all that. I just says that it's on your phone. Okay, even if you don't use it, it's on your phone. Okay, Google. All right, and there's something about Firefox. Firefox is no different, but I didn't want to get into that with him. I'm not going to go back and forth because the Bible says argue not with a fool. Don't go back and forth with a fool, which I'm not calling him a fool, but sometimes we could get into this rebuke thing, and people don't need to see this. And that's why they look like, because I've had people recently talking to me and said this is why they don't want to join certain camps. They see how these guys maneuver, and that could put a stain on the ministry, seeing guys do that. Okay, if you really want to do a rebuke, do you know what rebuke is? Okay, a lot of jakes don't know what it is. They think open rebuke means out there. That's why it's good to study, okay? But I said I didn't suggest you use it. That's why I put that out there and make that clear. But it comes on your phone. It does. Okay. And there's many different. Hey, Toyota has 666 in it. So if you're driving a Toyota, hey, I mean, come on, But Jake, like I said, they'll try to say Jake can't take rebuke or things like that. And I'm saying, no, it's good. But really, you coming at me about the Disney logo, which I've done lessons talking about it's wicked. Okay. So we're gonna go to that here in a little bit, but I want to go ahead and go to the scripture. All right, we're gonna go to the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 7, and I'm gonna start at verse 16. It says, "Be not righteous over much, okay? Neither make thyself over wise." You see that? Why shouldest thou destroy thyself? Be not over. It says, "Be not over much wicked, neither be thou foolish. Why shouldest thou die before thy time? It is good that thou shouldest take hold of this. Yea, also from this withdraw not thy hand, for he that feareth God shall come forth of them all." All right. But the point is, be not righteous over much. Okay. And don't make yourself over wise. So he commented, and I'm hopefully he's telling the truth about, okay, I'm not using it, even though Firefox is wicked too. That's a wicked app. That you're using to go on. Like, oh, I'm not using that because he knows that you can't deny it. It's on every phone. But you're gonna say, oh, I'm not using it, ha ha ha, ha, laughing, which he probably has. Hey, some of the men of the Lord, I'm talking about, and when I say men of the Lord, I'm talking about like some of your elders and stuff. They say this is a simple Google search. They go on Google, okay? But we know it has 666 in it, okay? All right, but does that mean that they're wicked or they're worshiping Satan? No, hell no. Okay, the whole AI app is Esau's really using it for his benefit, but yet we use it to put out imagery to edify our people, and it's been drawing people in, man, by the masses. Okay, now we know the truth is not for everybody, but hey, they gotta hear the truth. Okay, and we're fishers of men, so hey, I'm a fisher of men. And one of the things I'm using is the art. as debate. I'm throwing it out there, and they're coming in. They might come in and they're under these other religion banners and beliefs, but they're looking and they're like, you know, because they're intrigued by the art. But then they're seeing how you're bringing out the Bible, which a lot of them have probably said, oh, I'm not dealing with that Bible. It was, you know, that's was written by the so-called white man. You know, that's not our book. But now they're seeing that it is, you know, because we're bringing it out and it's shedding a whole new light to what it's really saying. Okay, because we've been given that wisdom and understanding. All right, and that's all through the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, not us. You know, because if he decided not to wake us up, we'll be out here like the rest of our people, blind, don't have a clue what's going on. Okay, so that's why you when you give praise to the Heavenly Father and his Son, man, always keep that in mind, man, and thank them, man, for that. Okay, but this is over righteous definition. Okay, it says excessively, okay, which I got that word as well. It says excessively righteous, perhaps hypocritically so. Ooh, okay. So you know, hey, sometimes you gotta take that plank at your own eye, you know, because you saying, all right, because I brought out the point that, hey, Google's on your phone, and I'm pretty sure there's been a point where you used it, but now you're saying, okay, I don't use that, I'm using Firefox, ha ha ha, and then you laugh, okay, because you knew I had a point, all right, but excessively, all right, and they'll say to a greater degree or in greater amounts that is necessary, normal, or desirable, in ordinary. Okay, hold on. Let me read it again. It says to a greater degree or in greater amounts than is necessary. Okay, so you're doing a little bit too much. Okay, and look, unnecessarily, unreasonably, ridiculously, overly. Let's say overly righteous, extra, like being extra, extremely, exceedingly, okay, unusually, too much, overmuch, without control, all right, irrationally, okay. That is not the way to be, man, okay, because and one of the things that some guys will say, you know, they'll say that you can't take rebuke, M.A. That's why I always say I could take rebuke, but I'm going to examine the whole matter, all right? I know what the whole intent was when I put that on there. It wasn't like, oh, I'm being wicked or nothing like that. That's why brothers was on there liking. Nobody else said nothing but this guy, okay? But I just wanted to bring it out. And like I said, it's not a rebuke on him or nothing. He even liked the post, okay? You know, because that's one of the things I be saying. I'm like, a lot of these guys, man, they don't even like the post, which I could say, okay, he didn't, you know, he might not like it because he see that symbol on there, but he wanted to bring that out there. A lot of times guys will try to put that out there to try to shame you in public, okay? But people went and liked my comment because they knew. They're like, you know, like, really? Dude, you talking about the Disney symbol? All right, which we know, like, hey, if you don't know, it is a wicked symbol. It is. But that's not the whole point of what I was coming across when I put that on there, all right? But this is the book of Sirach, chapter 32, verse 17. It says, a sinful man would not be reproved. So a sinful man wouldn't, okay? But findeth an excuse according to his will. You see that? So that they could try to use that and say that might be me or something. And I'm like, no, that's not the case, you know? Because as soon as I see his comment saying something, I'm instantly like, dang, what did I do? You know, is there something on there? I was being very careful because they, some of them, where I had the people in the chariots, they had put blonde hair on some of Jake. You know, they had that blonde hair on there. And if I didn't catch that, you know, just posting it and I didn't catch that, somebody would have been saying, hey, man, you going off, that's leprosy and stuff. So I was being very, very careful, okay? Now, that Disney logo's on there, I put that on there for a reason, okay? And it wasn't for that intent, but it was because, you know, going back to Disney is known for what? The you know, besides all that wicked stuff that's being exposed, but it's known for the cartoon movies, okay? So that's basically what I was saying is like, imagine a cartoon movie called Yasharala, all right? But not all the 666 stuff. But I'm glad he did say what he said because I'm letting you know, hey, that is a wicked symbol, okay? You know, it is. And I've done lessons on it. I've exposed that, the symbols, and also the stuff about what Disney and them are doing, okay? So again, a sinful man will not be reproved. But see, a righteous man will, okay? But a sinful man, but findeth an excuse according to his will. All right. And this is what about a righteous man, because you got to know that a righteous man is not perfect. A righteous man will fall. Okay. Proverbs 24:16 says, for a just man falleth 7 times and rise up again. Okay. But the wicked shall fall into mischief. Okay. The wicked will. All right. So let's see what the wicked, mischief means. Okay. It says playful misbehavior or troublemaking. Okay, especially in children. So especially in children. All right. But, adults can do this as well. Okay. Badness, misbehavior, mischievousness, misconduct, misdemeanor, tricks, pranks. Let's see. Devilry. Okay. It says shenanigans. Deviltry. Look, it says playfulness that is intended to tease, mock, or create trouble. Okay. And see, that's not me. I'm not creating trouble. I'm not mocking. I'm not doing those things. Look, harm or trouble caused by someone or something. Okay. Causing trouble. All right. Look, harm, hurt, an injury, impairment, damage. Okay. Ill, trouble, starting trouble, That's what a wicked person will do. Okay, now did I do those things? Absolutely not. Okay, I don't go around on people's posts commenting. If it is something that they're going off, like I said, I'm not going to just ignore that either. We could just go to the inbox and bring it to their attention. But I don't go around jumping on people's posts though. Okay, this is what some brothers tend to use. They bring up the scripture. All right, but we're going to see what open rebuke really means. Okay. Does it mean publicly in front of everybody, or does it mean privately? All right, this is Proverbs 27 and verse 5. It says, open rebuke is better than secret love. Okay. All right. And let's see. And then verse 6 says, faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful. Yep. And I brought this out, how you have some brothers will pop up with the shalom and being sincere, even go as far as complimenting your art, but then turn around and like this one guy did that, and he's supposed to be in the truth and everything, but he complimented my stuff. But then when it was all said and done, because we went to the inbox, he started calling my stuff flawed, my art. He said it's flawed and all this stuff. So I'm like, what is it? Because first he said I was going off, my pictures are going off, and then he complimented them. Oh, but your pictures are dope. So I'm like, he said all that in the same sentence. And then when it was all said and done, he said they were flawed again. So it was a lot of confusion in that. Okay. So again, faithful are the wounds of a friend. Okay. But the kisses of an enemy are deceitful. All right. So that's why I always bring that out, because you got to watch people. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. All right. Let's see. All right. So I wanted to also pull up some information here real quick. Let's see. And I just read that precept, and here this information. Just give me a moment, y'all. Salakia. I'm outdoors and it's kind of raining. All right. But it says a rebuke is a sharp reproof, blame or censure for a fault, a chiding, reprimand, to reprove sharply, a scolding, to address in sharp or severe disapproval. Paul wrote Timothy and said, preach the word, be instant, urgent, insistent, immediate, direct. Okay. In season, out of season. Hey, look, I'm out in season and out of season. I'm out here in the rain, doing this. Okay. All right. It says in an opportune or inopportune time, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. Okay. 2 Timothy 2 and 3. All right. It says an open rebuke is a sign of true friendship. It happens when there's a one-on-one encounter. See, one-on-one encounter between friends, and one friend tells the other friend of his faults to his face in private. In private. Okay. Private is not you commenting in front of everybody. All right. That's the whole thing. That's why I said a lot of guys don't really understand what open rebuke really is. So when you're doing it the way you're doing it, technically you're going off. Okay. Because a lot of times Jake will do it because Jake is trying to publicly shame you in front of everybody or something. See, this guy's doing this or something. And I'm not saying that this guy's doing that. Okay, he could have been sincere. I don't know. But see, you know, a lot of times, and I think what gets them about me is that I'm not one of those guys that just say okay and then just go on. I'm like, okay, I look at it from all angles and everything. You know, I just don't say okay and just move on. And I think that's what a lot of Jakes are used to. But when you dealing with a guy like me who looks at it from all aspects, and I'm like, okay, wait a minute, you're talking about the symbol's wicked. I know it's wicked. The reason I put it on there wasn't for that reason, you know. But now that you bring it up, thank you for seeing that, you know. But I didn't go into the whole spill of what my intentions was while putting it, you know, because you know Jake see what they want to see and whatever, you know. It's just too much. But the whole purpose was because they're known for making the cartoons, and that's what that was. But yeah, that is a wicked symbol for those that may not know. Okay, I've done lessons on it. We'll probably do more lessons on it because you know a lot of stuff is getting exposed with like Nickelodeon and all that. All of them, even the whole Nickelodeon is wicked. You know, okay. And we've been stuff has been coming out of what that means. All right, but it says in private. It says the rebuke may hurt the friend's ego, but if given and taken in the spirit of love, okay, because that's one of the key things. Like I said, especially if you're doing it according to the scriptures, okay, will aid the delinquent brother in his development and maturity. Okay, you see that? A friend who, because I could bring this out real quick. One of the things, you know, about me when I was first, you know, one of the big rebukes on me when I first, you know, was pretty much grasping, you know, taking in all this knowledge and truth, was I wasn't out there on the highways, all right? And which I didn't understand the whole highways concept. You know, I always thought that maybe you had to get like some type of like approval, like guys are like, okay, he's ready. You know, not just you wake up, I'm an Israelite, and then the next day you're out there on the highways teaching. You know, if you don't, you know, you got to learn. You know, when you wake up to knowing you're Israelite, that's just a fraction. That's just part of the battle. All right, you got to you have to be taught. You have to learn. So that's why, you know, brothers watch the videos and stuff. And that's what I was doing. Taking notes. I got all kinds of books, man. You know, up in my place, man, with notes where I was writing stuff down. You know, the beast system, the EU, all the different stuff, precepts, all kind of, you know, scriptures. You know, regarding certain things, you know, man, hey, man, I just, like I said, I was getting all kinds of notes, and that's what you're supposed to do so that you get built up, all right, and then you get ready, all right. But then, you know, these guys, some guys came up against me, and they was kind of deceitful about it, but it's okay. Like I said, I'm not gonna go into the details on it. It is what it is. This is done, you know, because ever since then, hey, I've been out here. All right. And I did admit, I brought it out. I said, I don't know everything, but I'm going to teach what I know. Okay. You know, if I don't jump into certain things just like that, yeah, I may not be well rounded in that. Okay. You know, but I'm going to teach what I know. All right. And if Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you know, Lord willing, you know, he opens up access and wisdom and understanding to some other things, you know, then I'll start teaching in those as well. All right. But I have learned a lot. All right. But it says in the development and maturity, it says a friend who merely loves us in thought or secretly, but not in action, who will never help us see our faults by speaking out against them, though they may give us the Judas kiss, isn't a true friend. All right. So yeah, that's basically what it is. All right. So I wanted to just show y'all real quick. You know, you can clearly see this. It is a wicked symbol. All right. And there's so many other things, you know, you got the pyramids on a lot of stuff. Hell, your money is wicked. The money that you have in your back pocket. You know, the guy that was just making that comment, you know, I'm pretty sure you got a $1 bill in your back pocket. You got that pyramid with the eye. You know, that's wicked. Okay? That's wicked. All right? So look, you know, you see these things. Look, Target. They're showing you a lot of different stuff, man. It's Walt Disney. Yeah, see? It's wicked, man. all this. All right. So there's that. All right. But see, I brought out the Google. Okay. And see, look what we got there. Firefox is there. Look, the Pokemon ball. Look, webcam. All these. Simon. Look, the Google logo. They're all connected. So even when you're saying I'm using Firefox, it's no different, my brother. Okay, but I didn't want to just jump into it. Look, this is the other stuff, the Gmail. Look at that. It's all this stuff is wicked, man. All of it. Also the CERN and stuff. Look, Fox. But they're showing, they're saying that Fox actually goes back to look, Fox goes back to 666. Okay, so you saying that you're using Firefox. Look, showing the sixes with the fire. And they put the Fox, but really that Fox, the way that he's curled up like that, he's going into a 6. All right, see, this devil's very, very clever what he's doing. But see, look, they said Fox. Look at that, it goes into 666. But I didn't say nothing because, like I said, I'm not gonna go back and forth with a brother. You know what I'm saying? All right. This is Romans 8:31. It says, "What shall we then say to these things? If God be for us, who can be against us?" Okay. So sometimes, and I'm not saying this, brother. Like I said, please don't do that. It's ain't a shaming on him or anything. But like, people will try to come up against you. But when Yahweh Shem Shai is really dealing with you, even though people are trying to find certain things and point out certain things, and he's using you, who can be against us? Okay, even people in this truth might try to come up against you, but you're still standing, because see, what it is in their mind, the Heavenly Father might not be dealing with you because you're not part of their clique, but hey, the Heavenly Father has his chosen, whether you like it or not. Okay, that's why, like, whenever when you go into Wisdom of Solomon, I believe it's the 5th chapter, when you go into reading that and it goes into the strangeness of this salvation, how Yahweh Shai is coming back, and those that are being delivered, it's going to be a lot of surprises when you see a lot of men being delivered, and they're going to be saying, how is he numbered among the saints? Now, of course, that's going to be a lot of your heathen, your Christians, they're going to be saying that, but you're going to have some that who woke up and knew they were Israelites. Okay, they're going to be saying that too. Made no accounts of your labors. Oh, that guy ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? He ain't one of the guys. He ain't one of the bros. Okay. This is 2 Corinthians 13:8. It says, "For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth." Okay. Because he said something. We can't just we can't let this one slide. Who said anything about letting anything slide? I appreciate you bringing it to my attention. I knew what it was there. I knew what the symbol means. You're not telling me something that I didn't know. You was just trying to bring it out in public, trying to shame me, unless you really don't know what rebuke means. All right, but that's okay. Like I said, I'm not shaming the brother or nothing. But one of the things I'm gonna do, hey, because at the end of the day, all you have is your name. Okay. And other brothers knew. That's why brothers liked the post and was moving on. Some of them got kids and they got Disney, the DVD Disneys and stuff like that, or Disney Plus, certain kid movies and stuff on them. All right, but we understand. All right, and we still got to be mindful about what our kids watch and things like that too. All right, and not justifying anything. That is a wicked symbol. Like I said, I've done lessons on it. All right, but this is Colossians chapter 1, and I'm going to start at verse 16. And it says, "For by him were all things created." Disney was created by Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay. All right. "For by him all things," not some things, not just a few things, a couple of things, all things are created. All right. "That are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers, all things were created by him and for him. Okay. All right. Verse 17, and he is before all things, and by him all things consist. Woo! Beautiful. Okay. This is Isaiah 45:7. Okay. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and I create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So Yahweh Shem Yahushua created all these things. All right. So even if we use those things and we bring those things out, okay, you know, but only the elect, man, are gonna understand this and obtain this. And I'm not saying that brother's not the elect, but you know, some brothers, you know, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is dealing with on a higher level, man. Okay. And I'm not saying I'm one of those guys, but it's just, you know, it's the wisdom, knowledge, and the understanding and the spirit, man. Okay, the spirit. You know, so that's why I move in such a way where I'm not, you know, trying to offend brothers. I'm not trying to, you know, be a troublemaker. I don't jump on everybody's posts. If I'm following you, I try to like your posts and show love. You know, but if I have some type of feeling like, okay, this brother's following me, but this brother ain't being sincere, or this brother's just on here looking for a reason to come up against me, and that's it, you know, then I kind of refrain from that brother. You know, I just feel like the spirit ain't right, or I need time to try that man's spirit, you know, because he might be just moving in a way. Because I've seen a lot in this world too, man, and I see a lot of people. When you come into this truth, you still carry a lot of that with you. And me and some diligent brothers that I do talk to, you know, we all were talking about it. Like, hey, man, our experiences with encounters with certain brothers, and we're like, man, we understand that the curses are still in play. So just because we're in this truth don't mean we escape those curses. We're still under those curses. So, and that's why I try to avoid being around big crowds, because you know, you can get caught up in that, in the mess, you know. But even staying to yourself, man, people, that don't mean that you're safe, man. People are gonna still come at you, you know, on these platforms. You know, I was telling one brother, I said, if it wasn't for the fact that I'm pushing the truth on these platforms, because I don't just do it on YouTube, you know, I know some believe that, you know, the truth consists on just being pushed on YouTube. I don't believe that. I believe that, you know, all the platforms. Now, I'm not saying that you have to be on all the platforms, but if you're going to be on those platforms, you need to be pushing the truth, man. Okay? In all forms. Okay? There's many ways. Brothers got many talents. You got brothers that make the video, the graphics in the videos and stuff like that. That's part of the ministry, whether you want to believe it or not. That's not just taken lightly. Okay? You know, and if you're doing it in a sincere way, the music can be. Okay, now I'm into music, but I stopped doing it. I didn't jump because everybody asked me about the truth music, and I was just like, I don't know. It's a lot of stuff with that, you know, and I'm not trying to get into all that, you know. But if you're doing it and you're doing it in a sincere way, my hat goes off to you, you know. But like I said, that can be part of the ministry, all right. But the main thing is really teaching, okay, because the music, you know, it gets you bopping your head and stuff, but we're called to teach, man. We got to break this stuff down. And that's why I do these lessons, to try to break it down. And this lesson ain't to come back at that brother, but I got to protect my name. And then at the same time, I got to bring this out to show, because if you know, somebody new in this truth coming up, you know, they're going to be maybe called to teach as well. Okay. And they're going to encounter certain things. So you have to use wisdom. Okay. Don't get into your feelings and all that and stuff. And also, you know, if you are being rebuked, take that rebuke, man, because rebuke is good. All right. You know. So, Lord willing, you found this here edifying. I want to give all honor, all glory, and all praise unto Yahweh. Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders of the nation of Israel. And shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Until the next one. Shalom.